I'ma be honest, I'm not in the best of moods right now. I'm not gonna talk about it, but let's just say I kind of fucked myself over with that. But that's not gonna stop me from making videos, goddammit. I'm trying to be a little consistent here. But if you want to make me feel better, I would really appreciate it if you like the video. Also subscribe because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers eventually, so I'd really appreciate it if you did. Anyway, as I'm done putting you to like and subscribe, I was trying to feeling quizzical today. Is quizzical even a word? So I was thinking I should do a couple quizzes because I saw this dude, Mr. Cheers, do a video about that nice guy. I don't really know him, but I'm pretty sure he's a nice guy. So anyway, I saw him do this quiz video and I was thinking, yo, that's actually kind of a good idea. But I'm not ripping him off completely, you know. He did one quiz on his video, so I'm about to do like 3 of those. So I'm not copying Mr. Cheers. Put away the knife. Chill. Okay. Oh fuck. I don't know what that was. But anyway, let's start the video. I'm speaking too much. So the first quiz we're gonna do is a kind of serious one. How much of a serial killer are you? Find out if you possess the traits of a serial killer. Please note, I am not advocating for violence or encouraging anyone to kill people. This is just for fun. If you get serial killer as a result, please not take it seriously or use it as an excuse to harm person or animal. Ever just someone actually gets like you are a serial killer on this quiz and they're like, you know what, maybe I am. Anyway, time to kill. People would have probably done that. Anyway, let's start the quiz. A person falls on the street. They start bleeding. You walk away, run up and start treating the person's wound. Stand there and laugh, call for help. I'd walk away. It's their business, not mine. I'm not even gonna help. Your friend tells you he's going to the movies. You have English homework due tomorrow. You say yes, throw away my homework, politely say no and finish my homework. Go to the movies anyway, why not? Say no to the movies and end up doing my homework anyway. I'ma be honest, in high school, I wasn't the type of kid who did homework. I would only do homework if like the teacher was one of those teachers that would actually look if you did your homework. But most of the teachers there wasn't like looking at if you did homework. You could just say like, yeah, I did my homework, and they'll be like, oh, okay. So I'll probably go to the movies, why not? Some guy comes up and slaps you for no reason. You cry and run away, slip him back, walk away, give him a spinning roundhouse kick and a mouthful of my fist. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like a fighting type of guy, so I'd probably walk away. I wouldn't like cry and run away. If like slapped me, I would have probably just looked at him and just walked away. And maybe if I was in a bad mood, I would have given him that roundhouse kick with a mouthful of fist. Do you care about being popular? No, not a lot, but I try to impress. No, I think people are weird, yes. It's a kind of a mix between not a lot, but I try to impress, and now I think people are weird. But I think it's mostly no, I think people are weird. I don't really care if I'm popular or not. Has something traumatic ever happened to you? Yes, but I'm over it. Not that I remember. Yeah, I think about that a lot. Not that I remember. Have your parents or grandparents ever been to jail? Nope. I don't think anyone in my family has ever been to jail. Have you tricked someone into doing what you want? No, never. That's me. No, every once in a while. I've done it a couple times, just all the time. I think every once in a while. I don't know if I'm kind of manipulative or anything. Do you feel completely calm? I go most days without feeling calm. Yeah, it's kind of this one. You know, I've been kind of stressing out a lot recently. Do you ever get paranoid? Most of the time, no. Sometimes I get really paranoid for no reason. Yes, it's definitely because sometimes I will get paranoid over dumb shit. Are you lonely? Also, honestly, yes, I'm kind of lonely, but I like it that way. But sometimes when you're lonely and you realize that you're lonely, you can kind of get sad about it. But I kind of like being lonely, but sometimes I do want to like be around people. Because you know, being lonely is cool, but sometimes you just don't want to be lonely. Anyway, let's see the results. Will I be a serial killer or not? Dun dun. Will I be a serial killer or not? Dun dun. Will I be a serial killer or not? Dun dun. Will I be a serial killer or not? Dun dun. I don't know why this is taking so long. Dun dun. How much of a serial killer are you? Ready for your results? You are a normal person. You can get a little aggressive sometimes. The situation calls for it, but nothing too serious. So if you ever had a linking that you are a closest Hannibal Lecter, relax. You're just a typical person. Enjoy your normal life. I guess I'm not a serial killer, I think. Dun dun. Next quiz is the 16 personality quiz, because for some reason there are only 16 personalities in the world. Which one are you? And that's what taking this quiz is about, finding out which personality you have. So let's find out. Dun dun. Do you regularly make new friends? Disagree. This whole year and last year I have made no friends, not even online. Spend a lot of free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. I kind of agree. Seeing people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Disagree. I would just feel awkward, like you want me to like get you a tissue or something, you often make a backup plan for a backup plan. Disagree. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Disagree. I get stressful a lot, as I've mentioned earlier. I sometimes get stressful for no reason. At social events, you rarely introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Yeah, I'd agree with that. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Yeah, I'd agree. I always focus on editing one video before I start recording and editing another. You're very sentimental. I'd agree. I get emotional a lot. I don't show it a lot, but I always like hide my emotions, but most of the time I do get emotional a lot. You like to organize tools like schedules and lists. I'd say in between. I don't make lists, but I always make plans like in my head. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Yep, you feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Disagree. That's why I don't ever make new friends, because I'm always nervous I make a fool out of myself. You're too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. I'd say in between. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Yeah, I'd agree. Sometimes the heart don't know what it wants. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particularly daily routine. I'd agree. I do have routines now and then, but I sometimes just do just go with the flow. You really worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. I kind of disagree. I do want to make like a good impression on new people. I don't want them to think like I'm a fucking weirdo or anything. Enjoy participating in group activities. I disagree. I like working alone. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of it. Oh yeah, I'd agree. I do like those types of movies. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Yeah, I'd kind of agree. You're interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what you want to try and agree. There's so much things I'm interested in that I want to do, but I don't think I'll ever be able to do them. Like there's so much stuff I want to do. I want to learn how to code. I want to learn how to make a game. I want to learn how to make an album. I want to learn how to be a good YouTuber. I want to do so fucking much, but I don't think I'll ever be able to do it. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Agree. I'm always scared of bad things happening, even though like every time something good happens, I'm always scared like something bad will happen next, because that happens to a lot to me. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Yeah, I'd agree. I don't want to be the leader. I'm not the I don't want to be responsible for shit. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. I disagree. I'm kind of artistic, but not much. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on the rational and less on their feelings. I'd agree with that a little. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. I agree. I always like to do my chores first, then relax, so that way I don't have to worry about it later. You enjoy watching people argue. Disagree. I don't like seeing conflict. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Yeah, I'd agree. I don't like it when people. Okay, sometimes I do like it when people pay attention to me, but not a lot. Your mood can change very quickly. Agree. You lose patience with people who are not as patient as you. Kind of agree. You often end up doing the most at the last possible moment. Agree. Sometimes I do that a lot. You have always been fascinated by the questions of what, if anything, happens after death. Agree. You usually prefer to be around others than rather on your own. Disagree. I like being alone, like I've mentioned before, but not too much. You become bored, always interested when discussing gets highly theoretical. It's in between. You find it easy to empathize with people whose experiences are very different from yours. Disagree. I don't really empathize on all. I think I like empathy. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Kind of agree. I am a little bit of a procrastinator. You rarely second guess the choices you have made. Disagree. I always second guess. After a long, exhausting week, a lively social event is what you need. Disagree. After a long, exhausting week, I like to sit in my bed. I like to lay in my bed and binge watch some anime and YouTube. Enjoy going to art museums. I've never went to an art museum, but it's kind of boring, so I disagree with that. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Yeah, I agree. You like to have a to-do list for each day. Disagree. I never have a to-do list. It's all in my head. You rarely feel insecure. Disagree. I'm always insecure. Even though I don't act like it, I'm always insecure. You avoid making phone calls. Agree. I don't like talking to people I don't want people to hear my voice. My voice is ugly. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Kind of agree. In your social circle, you're often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Disagree. People always have to come to me first. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get them back on track as soon as possible. I agree a little with that. You are still bothered by the mistakes you've made a long time ago. Definitely agree. I always think of that. You really contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. Definitely. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Definitely. I'm a very emotional person. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's completely their fault. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Yeah, that is kind of true. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Yep, definitely. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Definitely, I would love a job like that. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Disagree. Sometimes you gotta get a little philosophical. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bursting atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. I do like a quiet place, so that disagree with that. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. Disagree. You often feel overwhelmed. Yep, that has happened to me a lot recently. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. I'd kind of agree with that. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. Yeah. Because obviously I want to know why they're controversial in the first place. Would you pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more? Disagree, no? Fuck that. You struggle with deadlines. It's kind of a mix. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Disagree. I'm pretty sure nothing will work out for me in the end. Your personality type is logician. I think that's how you call it. Mind 100% introverted, energy 63% intuitive, nature 66% thinking, tactics 57% prospecting, identity 94% turbulent. The most important thing is to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. Logicians pride themselves on their unique perspectives and vigorous intellect. They can't help but puzzle over the mysteries of the universe, which may explain why some of the most influential philosophers and scientists of all have been logicians. The personality type is fairly rare. Okay, so every personality, good or bad thing, I don't know. But with their creativity and inventiveness, logicians can't afford to stand out from the crowd. Life of the man. Logicians often lose themselves in thought of, okay, yeah, that is true. I often daydream a lot, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. People with this personality type hardly ever stop thinking. From the moment they wake up, their minds buzz with ideas, questions, and insights. At times, they may even find themselves conducting full-fledged debates with their own heads. Okay, that is true. I do like overthinking. No, this is actually kind of accurate, Loki. This is actually kind of accurate. That's cool. I thought it was going to be like some bullshit or anything. So anyway, that's too much reading. I'm not going to read all of it. But basically, I think a lot. And that is true. I do think a lot. Anyway, we got logician. Good or bad thing? Don't know. And I'll probably think about this. Anyway, next quiz. So last quiz for today is this career aptitude test will finally reveal what job is perfect for you. So anyway, this quiz is supposed to help you figure out what job is perfect for you. Pick your typical breakfast: eggs and bacon, cereal, buttermilk pancakes, pastries, avocado toast, or just coffee. I would pick cereal, but nowadays I'm just coffee guy. So I'm gonna pick that. Pick the preferred work environment: artistic and creative, people focused on collaborative, structured and organized, flexible and unpredictable, fast-paced and competitive, independent and investigative. I'd say artistic and creative. Pick your ideal Friday night: trying a new restaurant, having a movie night, going out for drinks. I don't really drink, so that's obviously out the way. Attending workout class. I don't work out, so that's out the way too. Hanging with friends. I don't have any friends, so that's out too. Exploring a new city. I'd say trying a new restaurant. That kind of sounds fun. Pick a personal value: being a leader, curiosity and learning, enjoying simple things, enjoying adventure, achieving a high status, or caring about others. I'll be honest, it's between enjoying simple things and enjoying adventure and curiosity and learning. But I'll pick curiosity and learning because I'm always kind of curious and always want to learn. Pick a TV show to binge, MasterChef. I do like watching food videos, but nah. Game of Thrones, the last season made basically the show unwatchable. So nope. Survivor, not really into that. Outlander, nope, I don't even know that. New Girl, the bold type. Anyway, these shows are not my thing, but I'll pick MasterChef because I do kind of like watching Gordon Ramsay yell at people. Pick a word that's best fits you. Counseling, thinking, doing, listening, interacting, or analyzing. I'd say thinking. Finally, pick a fun weekend activity. Reading a book I don't like to read. Writing a novel? Nope. Hiking, relaxing, baking, catching up on Z's. Ooh, it's a mix between relaxing and catching up on Z. I can't sleep during the day, so I'm a big relaxing food critic. Yes, you love food, but being a successful food critic is more about than just eating, and that's why you're perfect for the job. You're well traveled and have familiarized yourself with the diverse cuisines and ingredients. You also have a strong communication and writing skill, and you're not afraid to give harsh feedback if necessary. As much as food critics that sounds good, I don't think that's good for me because I'll probably eat anything. So this is a failed quiz. This quiz is a failure. This video is a failure. Anyway, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Wanna watch a new video? There'll probably be one around in the corner. And let's cue the end card.